Chill young man's fuck it. You know I signed that bucket. 300 bands dumping. Flip that switch, then we slump 'em. Bitch, I'm GD, no running. I see your chain running. A shot to your brain, plummet. Cookie up, she a dumb bitch. G19, I dump it.
Alrighty, guys. Happy Memorial Day. Alright, I'm literally recording this at like 5 a.m. Let's get right into it. So, daily show. I'm still on One Piece. I'm 220 episodes in. I'm getting through a filler arc. I think it's 222 episodes to be exact. I think there should be 3 more episodes of this filler arc, and then I will be done with this filler arc. And I hope this next arc is a little bit better. I just got done with the Foxy Pirate arc, and it is not my taste. I don't know how it left a pretty bad taste in my mouth, especially because the anime kind of like extended on it from what I read. Yeah, really didn't like that one. Anyways, Wolf's Rain. So in Wolf's Rain there is kind of between, I think it's like episode 16 to 18, it's literally just recaps, and it's really not fun. I've been watching it, but I do feel like I need it because I did take like a break, so I'm watching them, but it's also just like, yeah, man, like, do we really need this? Like, every story, every character's like a recollection of events type of shit. It's really not my taste. Especially with like a 24 episode anime, it's like you really don't need to do that. Moving on, I'm watching Golden Kamuy 2 second season on Tuesdays. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I'm trying to think of what part I'm at, but it's been a little bit since I watched it. I did watch some episodes, but Gintama, I have not touched Gintama. I probably should. I'm gonna make an effort to at least watch 2 episodes this month. I should say like 5. I should really get on my ass about it. Thursday, Steel Ball Run, whenever the fuck that decides to come back out, and Supernatural. I haven't watched Supernatural since last month. And Friday's Digimon Frontier. Have not touched that in a while, but the last time I did, I kind of like watched a bunch of episodes. Ginga Densetsu Weed. Now, I said I have been trying to put in work on that, and I think I did put in like 2 or 3 episodes worth of work on that. Yeah, and I've been kind of grinding out these movies and OVAs. So let's get on with it and see what it's about. Alright. Under the Dog. So this one, great animation. I can't even like think of what it reminds me of. There's English voice acting in this, and the English VAs are low-key like pretty good voice acting, but yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of like a similar show, but I really can't think of one. Very gun heavy, very like action oriented. This OVA. It was like a Kickstarter project, which like I found to be pretty weird. Yeah, but it's an OVA. I mean, I guess you could give it a watch, but I will warn you, I don't know. It's got a 6.25 on now. Yeah, but basically it's like these girls are fucking like they have special abilities and they're like fucking what is it, like they're sent on missions by an organization and shit, and it's like I don't know, like this whole episode is basically they're trying to extract a person of interest and like a UN school, so it's like a guy student, and some shit happens, and there is like a little plot twist at the end. Man, I honestly I thought it was pretty okay. You could go ahead and watch it. It's got some good action sequences and good animation. My honest opinion. So, moving on. Kokaku Kido Tai 2.0, Ghost in a Shell 2.0. So, I have watched the original Ghost in a Shell, and I saw this and I was like, oh, is this Ghost in a Shell? Like, I started watching it and I was like, wait, this is just Ghost in a Shell. See, I thought it was Innocence. I know the original Ghost in the Shell had a Ghost in the Shell 2 movie, but this is not it. This is just a remaster of the original Ghost in the Shell. Because the Ghost in the Shell 2 is actually called like Innocence or something, because I don't know why. But yeah, so this is just a kind of like they remade it, but they did a lot of the scenes in 3D, or they found some way to incorporate some 3D in these scenes, and so like really the only like really jarring one I've noticed is basically the intro sequence, like where Kusanagi is literally like fucking assassinating the one diplomat, and it's just like a full 3D sequence from like whenever shot she's in. Everything else is like normal. It's weird. It's like a mix of 2D and 3D, and I don't know. I would just say to watch the original, and then if you're curious to check it, like check this out maybe. But I will say one thing I did like about this is like I feel as I was like looking at some scenes of the original Ghost in the Shell, and like the original Ghost in the Shell is very very it's like contrast is like fucked up, and I feel like they tried to alleviate that. I did read like a comment down here too about that. Like it's almost like a lot of the stills are like brighter, or like the scenes are just brighter in general, and you can see a whole lot more. Which I don't know. I'm kind of in between. I'm like, okay, a lot of them, those like 80s style animes and shit, like a lot of older 90s 80s animes are like very dark, and I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's because it was a product of its time, or if that was like intentional, basically. But like I don't know, I kind of like the brighter scenes in this. Like it really makes you like, I don't know, like the detail is a whole lot more visible, I feel. Yeah, that's enough for Ghost in the Shell 2.0. And to the next, One Piece Movie 5, The Curse of the Sacred Sword. So I just watched this one because I was like, shit, it's the 25th. I have to watch something. and I watched this, and this was a good filler movie. I did like this one. It really focused on like Zoro, uh, and like Zoro meets into like one of his old friends, like from his like training days as a kid, and yeah, I found it like really. It was a nice watch, even though I was like pausing every like 5 minutes looking up some shit. But yeah, it was an enjoyable watch, and it was well animated too. Luffy has a nice fight. Zoro has like a nice fight. Um, the whole gang really has like some good like animated scenes. Um, yeah, I thought the story was pretty okay. I like the cursed sword and shit. Um, yeah, that's about all I can say about it. I low key should have watched this earlier because I think like they said like around like episode 140 I could have watched it. That was like 100 episodes ago, bruh. Like, that was actually no, that was no, that was less than 100 episodes, but 80 episodes probably or something. Anyways, Midori no Neko. So this was another Line Books adaptation. And like you guys saw, if you guys watched my last AIW, which I know you guys do, okay, y'all are AIW connoisseurs. Uh, Basically, this is from the guy who wrote the original like manga, did Astro Boy, and he also did like Black Cat, which are like classics. Which I've yet to watch. Actually, I have watched Pluto, which is Astro Boy but fucked up. I think like Astro Boy. I don't know. I don't know. I Anyways, Midori no Neko. So this was like 24 minutes, and I felt like overstimulated as fuck watching this. Okay, this was like I literally just watched this. Like, okay, so there's like an alien cat, and low key abducts like children, and like it brings good luck, but it eventually like gives misfortune and shit. Like you can kind of read it from the synopsis here, and it's like a fucking alien cat, dude, and it's like an asshole, dude. Like it abducted this kid, and like dude, he like grows up, and then like he doesn't know who is like I think it's his like Hige Oyaji, yeah. I guess it would be his unc. Um, yeah, but like like basically kills his dad and shit, and it's just like, damn, bro, like this is crazy. But this whole thing was in like a 24-minute span, and it just goes, bam, bam, bam. Like you see so much random shit, and like I don't know, like it specifically reminds me of like back in the day. It's like, oh, all this like random shit, like this is so like Japanese, like it really, this really does hit the mark of being like a Japanese, like I don't know, like like I, like I don't know, like storybook telling, I guess, which I guess like these lion books are kind of like storybooks in a way, like children's storybooks. I don't know. I really like the animation and shit like that. It was like really cool. Um, yeah, I kind of like this. I think you should check it out. Like if you're like in the mood for some like crazy shit to watch, because this was pretty crazy. Um, yeah. So that is it, guys, for the AIW. Um, I'm gonna try and finish one of these fucking weekly shows I have. It's pretty nuts. I'm getting close there with Wolf's Rain. I think I might honestly just finish that. I think Ginga Densetsu, it's pretty close. No, it's not even close. I think I'm on like episode 11 of that. But like Wolf's Rain, I should have done pretty soon here. Yeah. You guys have a wonderful Memorial Day, and I will see you guys next month. Have a good one.